Anyone can.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. See, my
I'll
name
go
is
next.
Pramod. I work as a HR recruiter with Cognizant Technology Solutions.
Okay.
I'm based out of Bangalore.
Okay. How many years of experience do you have, as well as which technology you're working currently? You said HR recruitment. Fine. So,
Yes.
how many years of experience?
See, my overall years of experience close to 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I work as internal staffing partner for a few of the BUs in Cognizant.
That's great. Pramod. Fine. Next person.
Hi, my name is Krishangi. I too have like close to 7 years of experience in multinational company.
Okay.
Majoritarily, I have worked in all kind of HR domain work. I've done HR representative role. I've done recruitment. I've done staffing, and I've also done training and development. All this 7 years I've spent in one company.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Fine. Sangi. The other person.
Hi.
My name is Snehi. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
please go ahead. Go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
Okay, my name is Snehi. I have 6 years of experience. Right now, I'm not working. I have experience mainly in US payroll. 6 years of SAP HCM experience in total.
Oh, that's great. Snehi.
Okay.
Yep. The next person.
Hi, I'm Hima here.
Mm-hmm.
I have around 7.5 years of experience in recruitment and account management. Uh, the last 2 years I've worked in London,
Mm-hmm.
and I was into account management,
Okay.
handling clients and team. The remaining 5.5 years I was into core recruitment,
Okay.
which I worked in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wanted to learn SAP SuccessFactors to upskill my knowledge.
That's great. That's fine, Hima. The next person.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Pradeep here.
Hi, Pradeep.
Uh, Hi. I am actually a payroll certified payroll consultant from the American Payroll Association,
Okay.
having close to 10 years of experience in core payroll processing. I mean, when I say payroll processing, it is a US payroll processing and also the Canadian payroll processing.
That's
Uh, I I currently have experience on the ADP payroll related applications and SAP FICO applications.
mm-hmm.
Having myself certified in the payroll domain, I just want to enhance my career in terms of moving on to the SAP HCM or any of the cloud HCM applications.
That's great. Fine, Mr. Pradeep. Yeah. Next. Um, Anyone else? Was there Lalita? I hope everyone giving your introduction. Lalita, are you there? Okay, guys. You people can go on mute. If anything required, you can unmute yourself. And thanks for your introduction. I can see very good, profiles from this batch. Fine. So let me introduce myself to all of you. My name is Sandeep here, and I'm having around 11 plus years of experience into SAP. So currently, I'm working for one of the top MNC company, and I'm certified consultant in many areas. I was, certified in this SAP HCM. Then I have upgraded myself towards a cloud application success factors, and I'm certified in recruitment, LMS, and employee central. And currently we are working for different countries. I work for we work for Singapore, Malaysia, Middle East countries, and Canada. So these are my areas which I have worked. Number of projects, implementation projects, upgrade, support, enhancement, rollout projects out of my close to 12 years of experience. So I worked on these areas, many countries and many projects, all these things. I used to go corporate trainings to the companies like Capgemini, CTS we have given, and Accenture and Alstom, okay, and BAT, British American Tobacco, all these things. And also I used to take the classes here, online classes. So we'll be having different batches from different countries. Okay, so currently we are about to start a new batch. So for that we are taking these demos here. So in this demo, I'll be explaining you what do you mean by success factors, how it is useful to our career, how the opportunities are available in the market, what is the prerequisite to do these SAP success factors. Okay, since you people are from SAP payroll background and recruitment, IT, or HR processing, all these things, and I'll be explaining you how it is related to our SAP success factors, all these things. Okay, fine. So now coming into these success factors, before getting into these success factors, what do you mean by HR activities in an organization? So every organization has number of employees. Okay, you need to manage the employees, human resources in the organization. To manage these human resources in the organization, there are many applications which are available in the market. Okay, so the applications are SAP HR is one of the application, and PeopleSoft is one of the application or ERP product. Okay, so SAP HR, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, and you have other applications also like SuccessFactors, Workday. So to simplify your HR solutions in an organization, you have many applications or software applications or products which are available in the market, and you will be using them. So generally, the HR activities means it starts from hiring an employee, or it starts from posting the advertisement, the current openings in your company, inviting the candidates to attend interview, first round, second round, final round, conducting the interviews, and if you get selected, releasing the offer letter. Then you'll generate an employee ID for that employee, and you will be maintaining his master data. Okay, the master data like his personal information, employment information, bank details, address details, each and everything. Then you will be shifting to this time related activities, something like by what time he has to log in, how many days he has to work in a month, in a week, how many hours he has to work in a day. So your work schedules, holidays, holiday calendars, and your leave types. So what are the leaves he is eligible for? Okay, how many leaves he can take in a month or per annum, everything you're going to define. And finally you will be running the payroll for that employees in the organization. So in the payroll you'll be having the different pay components or different wage types, like basic pay, HRA, medical allowance, shift allowance, a lot of pay components. So each employee will be having their different designations, and which employee is applicable, eligible for which pay component, which wage type. So finally you are going to run the payroll. In the payroll you can see the couple of payments, in the sense pay components are deductible from your salary, like your provident fund, or you'll be having this VAT, or you'll be having these income tax, all these things. Okay, so these are the generic HR activities in an organization, and to manage these HR activities and to simplify their business, we have a number of applications in the market. Those are SAP HR, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, SuccessFactors, and Workday. So when we have this many applications or softwares which are available in the market, why we are choosing only SuccessFactors? Why not SAP HR? Why not PeopleSoft? So there are many advantages. Okay, why we are choosing these SuccessFactors? So before explaining on SuccessFactors, let me explain how this SuccessFactors got started. So SuccessFactors is the name of the company as well as the name of the product, guys, which is headquartered in US, California. Okay, around 2001, the company got started with the name of SuccessFactors, and in the year 2011, SAP has acquired these SuccessFactors and became officially in the year 2012 SAP SuccessFactors. Okay, so as we all know that SAP is a global leader, around 80% of the market captured by SAP. So most of the clients, everyone belongs to this SAP itself. They are using their products. Since SAP has acquired these success factors, every existing client, the Coca-Cola, Vodafone, Reliance Infocom, Disney, BBC, Emirates, British Petroleum, Procter and Gamble, a number of clients, they are moving towards success factors, and most of the clients they have already moved. So that's the reason we have a number of opportunities in the market. But why the companies are choosing success factors, leaving the applications, beautiful applications like SAP HR or PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, or you have a workday, all these things. So the above three applications or ERP products, SAP HR, PeopleSoft, and JD Edwards, comes under on-premises. We used to say them as on-premises software. And
Hello?
the rest of the modules like SuccessFactors and Workday, we used to say that.
Hello?
How is this? Hello? Yes, Seema, you are audible to us. Anything you require? Seema, you are audible. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I just got disconnected. Sorry.
Okay, then now it's audible for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go on mute, and last we can discuss, okay, if anything required.
Yeah.
Fine, thank you. So I was explaining on what do you mean by on-premises software. The first three applications comes under on-premises software. SAP HR, PeopleSoft, and JD Edwards comes under this on-premises software. SuccessFactors and Workday, that comes under cloud applications, guys. So what is the difference between on-premises software and cloud application? So on-premises software, you'll be having the servers. You need to maintain the servers in your company. So where development server, quality server, and production server, where you can move the data from one system to the other system. Okay. But cloud application is something like just like your Gmail or Facebook. No need to install that software in your local system. If you have the user ID and password, you can start logging into the system and you can work on it. Okay. So because of couple of advantages, the companies are moving towards cloud application. In fact, there is an official declaration by the SAP itself saying that. So every SAP HR client need to upgrade towards SuccessFactors. So that's the official declaration. Most of the clients already upgraded. So we were part of that upgradation projects also. Still the clients are moving, so that's the reason we have a number of opportunities. Now let us see why the companies are choosing this cloud application called SAP SuccessFactors. Why not Workday, or why not SAP HR or PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, all those things. So we have a presentation here. So this SuccessFactors is the global leader in business execution software, and this is built on SaaS model. We used to say software as a service. Software as a service, which is a cloud application, SaaS, SaaS we used to say. Okay. So here the advantages by using this SaaS model, you can see at the bottom. So no hardware or maintenance required. As I said to you, no need to install any software in your local system. You don't require any servers. Okay. You don't require any maintenance servers like development server, quality server, and production server. Just if you have the user ID and password, you can start logging into the system. So this is one of the advantage which is not possible for SAP HR, PeopleSoft, and other applications. You need to have the servers. So this is one of the reason why the companies are moving towards success factors. And the second one is, this is something based upon the subscription licensing model. So some companies are big, some companies are very small. So it depends upon the size of the organization. You can go for the subscription. In your company, if you have only 500 employees, then you can go for 400 user subscriptions. And if your company has 1 lakh employees, then you can go for 1 lakh user subscriptions. So depends upon the size of the organization, you can go for subscriptions, user subscriptions. Fine, this is also one of the advantage. And in SAP HR you have the modules, different modules like personal administration, organization management, time management, payroll. So similarly in SuccessFactors also you have number of modules like employee central, recruitment, analytics, onboarding, LMS. Okay, so succession management and calibration, performance management, goal management, number of modules are there. So each module is connected to the other module, which is predefined integration ways to say. So it works on multi-tenant platform, and moreover, like most of the companies they prefer the existing system. Say for example, they wanted to shift to SuccessFactors for all the modules except payroll. So most of the companies, the payroll will be done by ADP. So they can do this payroll processing in 100 ways. Okay, the registered partners for most of the companies in this payroll. So what you can do is partially, like 80% you can do it from SuccessFactors, and only for the payroll you can do it on your different third-party system by connecting to that. Okay, so this is also possible. So multi-tenant platform it works. So the fourth advantage here is regular releases, updates, and enhancements. Okay, so every company having their own country policies, legal policies, income taxation policies, income tax, all these things. So each country will be releasing their new tax or nominees or different legal policies in their country. So when they are implementing this, say for example, if you are from India, so we have this GST around 28%, 18%, all these things. And recently for Middle East countries, one of the change happened, guys, if you remember. So it's a tax-free countries, but they have taxed 5%, the first tax, that is called VAT, VAT from January 1st, 2018 onwards. If these changes are happening, okay, these changes need to be implemented in SAP SuccessFactors. That is not our job, since it's a cloud application. Directly by SAP SuccessFactors itself, they will be updating this. They are going to provide a solution for this automatically. The changes, income tax, the ratio or legal policies, everything gets updated. So this is one of the best advantage we can see. Okay, and the last one, as I discussed with you, no need to have an you can access from anywhere. So this is not something like you have this instance or servers you need to log in, nothing like this. So no need to have the software in your local system, just like your Gmail. If you have a net connection with good speed, you can log in into this SuccessFactors from anywhere. So because of these advantages, the clients, the big clients like Nestle, Siemens, Procter and Gamble, Whirlpool, Coca-Cola, British Petroleum, Kraft Foods, Nokia. So everybody, so move to SuccessFactors, guys. Yep. Any doubts as of now? Okay, fine. Pradeep, can you please go on mute if you don't have any doubt? Thank you. So, what are the modules are there in SuccessFactors? So, how the product looks like? I'll be showing you the SuccessFactors system also. Before that, let me show you the product overview. This is your SAP SuccessFactors overview. So SF is broadly classified into four categories, guys. So we have core HR solutions, talent solutions, HR analytics, and social collaboration. Okay, so this is how it is classified. So under this core HR solutions, you have a module called EC, Employee Central, and Employee Central Payroll. So what do you mean by Employee Central? So Employee Central is one of the module in SAP SuccessFactors for your HR solutions. So in this single module, it deals with your, right from the hiring until you resign from the organization. So hiring, promotion, transfer, okay, managing the data, master data, and time related activities. You can run the payroll, OM related activities, the reporting structure, to whom you are going to report. Each and everything will be discussed in a single module called Employee Central. So that's the reason we used to say EC is as a complete HCM suite. So you have the other classification, other category as talent solutions. Under this, you have number of modules like performance management, goal management, compensation management, variable pay, learning solutions, LMS, succession management, recruitment, onboarding. This all these modules comes under talent solutions, guys. Each module deals with their respective areas. Say for example, performance management. So it measures the performance of the employees for the past 1 year, how well you are performing the organization. I'm going to evaluate your performance. I'm going to give the rating scales based upon your performance. So rating 1, outstanding performance. Rating 2, very good performance. Rating 3, average. Rating 4, poor, something like this. So each module deals with their respective areas. You have one more category called HR analytics. So these will be used for generating the reports for the past 10 years. Okay, how your company is performing. See, your company is located in Canada and US, Malaysia, Singapore, and UK, Middle East countries. Then in each branch, okay, how many employees are there, and how many employees joined newly in the year 2017? How many employees? The rate of resignation, the rate of joining. Okay, so all this you're going to generate these statistical reports for the past 10 years, all these things. So this can be done in the module called HR analytics. And you have one more module called social collaboration, we used to say. In the SAP Jam, we used to say. This is a tool to interact with other employees, just like your Facebook, IP Messenger, MS Link. You can interact, you can chat, you can post your questions, you can raise your doubts, or you can share your photographs, videos, all these things, but within the premises. If you are working for Accenture, with Accenture employee, you can interact. Okay, not with the public portal. There is not something related to the public portal. So SAP Jam we used to say. So these are the products which are available in the SuccessFactors, guys. Okay, so these are the modules you can come across. So what we are going to do here in SuccessFactors, what are the modules we are going to cover? How many of you from SAP background?
Me, I'm Sneha.
Okay, Snehija. Any other from SAP?
Uh, yes, Lalita, I'm also from SAP background.
Okay, good. And okay, fine. So for SAP HR implementation, if you want to do SAP HR implementation for a successful implementation in your organization, so you need different consultants. Okay, so you need SAP HR consultant first, and you need ABAP consultant for customization, right? ABAP consultants, and you need basis consultants for, you need basis consultant for to move the transport request from one system to the other system, and you need security consultant to create the roles and authorizations. Okay, and you need FICO consultant. So once after running the payroll, to post the payroll, okay, so to accounts, salary distribution, and other things, you need to have these FICO consultants, and you need to have XI PI consultant for these integrations. So for a single implementation, SAP HR implementation, okay, you need to have a contribution from different consultants. for customizations, transport requests, roles and authorizations, or FSCO related, payment related. So different consultants. So then only you can do an SAP HR implementation successfully. But here in SuccessFactors, it's not that case, guys. In SuccessFactors, you don't find ABAP consultant, basis consultant, security, all these things. You will be having only one consultant called SF consultant. SuccessFactor consultant will be having only one consultant for all these works. Okay. Now, in the absence of ABAP consultant, how do you go for customization? You can't say that your standard system, SAP SuccessFactors system, is going to satisfy the customer needs 100%. Okay, then you need to go for customization. So customization, when there is no ABAP consultant, who is going to do that? So that also done by us, SF consultant itself. So the success factors and SAP HR. In SAP HR, you will be having these transaction codes, T codes, and you will be having tables, and you will be having info types and features, PCS, schemas. Okay, so people used to say that if you know SAP HR, then only you need to do this success factors. Nothing like that. In SAP HR, you can come across transaction codes, tables, info types, features, PCR, schemas. But in success factors, you don't find anything. There are no transaction codes, there are no tables, no info types, no features, no PCS, no schemas. So that application is different. SAP HR application is different, and SuccessFactor application is different. But if you have knowledge or experience in SAP HR, it will be an added advantage since the core would be the same for all the HR. The core would be the same, so you can understand well. But that's a different application. This is different application. Anyone can do SuccessFactors. There is no prerequisite or mandatory course that you need to have SAP HR background, nothing like that. But if you have SAP HR or SAP background, you can correlate and understand well. That's it. Other than this, the product and the features, everything is different from SAP HR to SuccessFactors. Okay, fine. And here in our SuccessFactors, what are the modules we are going to cover and how it will be covered here. So in our training, we are going to cover the modules like Employee Central, Introduction to Mastery, and Recruitment. We are going to cover three modules, guys, as part of our training. The first one is Introduction to Mastery. And the second one is Employee Central. And the third module is Recruitment. So these are the three modules we are going to cover as part of our training. Okay, how the training would be, all these things, and what are the in detail introduction to mastery, what are the topics we are going to cover, everything I'll show you here. So we have consultants from different countries. The classes every day, it will be 1 hour session. So the classes, how it starts is it's going to be an real-time implementation. So we are going to take one organization, the name of the company, something like Reliance Infocom or Vodafone or Coca-Cola. Okay. For this company, we'll start configuring in the system. We'll get a blueprint for this. Okay. This is the name of the organization. Under this, let me show you here. So how our training will be. So we are going to take one organization. Okay. So in that organization, we'll start configuring in the system. Say we are going to take one of the company called, we'll take a Reliance Infocom. So Reliance Infocom is the name of the company. Under this, they'll be having different business units. like they are into broadband, they are into telecommunications or petrochemicals. So they are located in Toronto, they are located at New Jersey, they are located at or some other locations like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, something like this, or different international locations, whatever. So this is the rough structure of the organization. So in our training, what we are going to do is we'll be taking one company right from the day one, and for this company, we'll be start configuring in the system. We'll take the client requirement, the Reliance Infocom having branches or divisions, departments, everything, and this configuration will be done in the SuccessFactors. So once your organization is ready, so you'll be working on this, payroll related. So something like this company will be having, for these employees, they'll be having this basic pay and medical elements, shift elements, HRA, conveyance, all these things. So you're going to create everything, and you will start hiring the employees. The first employee, I'll be showing you how to hire an employee. So when I'm hiring or when I'm taking any topic, I'll be always comparing with SAP HR, since we are from SAP HR background. So uh, no need to worry that we don't have SAP HR experience or something, people. So I'll be always comparing. So whatever, up to what extent you required SAP HR knowledge, I'll be explaining here while comparing with SAP HR and SuccessFactors. So in SAP HR, we used to say actions. Okay, in the process of hiring an employee, here we used to say it as events in SuccessFactors. So how to hire an employee, and right from hiring until he resigns, everything will be maintained here. The first employee, I'll be hiring a person for Reliance Infocom CEO like Dhirubhai Ambani or Mukesh Ambani. So after that, the next employees would be on our names. The profiles would be on our names, like Pradeep Kumar or Pramod, Snehi or Hima, Kushangi, Lalita, like this. Will be taking our own profiles in the system. So we will create our self profiles in the system. So once we have our profiles, so you can build many real-time scenarios. Say something like when Kushangi is applying leave, that leave will be approved by Hima. When Hima is applying leave, that leave will be approved by Pradeep. So like this, you can build this reporting structure. Who is reporting to whom, and the leaves can be approved. So when you are applying leave, where the leave request lies down in the system, so it's going to be in the pending items. So you can go and approve it. So everything we are going to do it on real time. Okay. So this is how we'll be practicing until we finish the course for our Reliance Infocom. Okay, so this training would be in an organized way, since we have given for hundreds of consultants around the globe. So I'll be explaining you each and everything. Fine. Apart from this real-time implementation, so I'll be explaining you on MDF Metadata Framework, which is very important. What happens if your standard SAP SuccessFactors system does not support your client requirement? If your client requirement is not existing in SAP standard system, then what you need to do? So you can go for customization. You can build those custom objects or custom fields. Okay. So all those things can be done in the MDF metadata framework. And we are expert in those areas, expertising. So I'll be explaining your real-time scenarios, how to create these MDF objects, all those things. Okay. Fine. And during our course, I'll be providing you the SAP certified materials. I'll be providing you the SAP certified materials or admin guides for theoretical, all these things, and you'll be provided 2 months server access. Okay, for practice, all these things and all. So I'll be giving the documents and everything, and we'll be maintaining a running notes. okay, and day wise running nodes, and I'll be showing you all those things. Before that, so how many of you have seen SAP SuccessFactors? Have you ever seen the cloud application called SAP SuccessFactors? How it looks like, all those things, guys? Anyone?
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay,
Krushangi here.
Shangi. Okay, fine. Anyone from the team? Hima, Lalita, Pradeep, Pramod, Snehi?
Oh, not me. This is Snehi.
No.
I'm not that successful.
Okay, fine.
No.
Okay, so I'll be showing you the success factors, how it looks like, all these things. Since we are from HR background, we know so how to manage the employees' data in the organization. So what do you mean by HR activities? Okay, all these things. So how do we use this? So whatever the knowledge you have, okay, which you are working on different applications, the same thing you are going to do in a different application called success factors application. So let me show you how it looks like. Success factors. So this is your SAP success factors screen, guys. Okay, so you can log in with your username and password. This is your SAP success factors system. So once you log in, who joined?
I'm Ajay.
Yeah, hi Jay, we are in mid of the session. You can go on mute. Once after completion of the session, I'll explain to you. Okay?
I think I'm in a mute only.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Please go on mute. Okay. So this is your SAP SuccessFactors screen, guys. So once you log in, this is the home page you can see. Okay, this is your SAP SuccessFactors, and here the icons, whatever you are seeing, this represents the different modules. The first one is your goal management, performance management, compensation management, LMS, succession management, recruitment, employee files. This is your employee central, like this. Okay. So when you want to work on Employee Central, you can click here, so you can get into the path. So there are no transaction codes like PA40 or PA30, PA20, not like our SAP HR system. So directly you can log in. Okay. So if you don't remember the path, like how to go to this manage data, so what you can do is directly you have a beautiful option here called tool search, just like your Google search engine. So if you don't know the name or the path how to reach, you can type some words here. The system will be auto populating. Okay, the system will auto populate and you can get into the path. So like this. Okay, fine. And in this application, so if you want to search for an employee in SAP HR, you need to go to PA30 and you need to give the partner of that employee. Partner means employee ID, and you need to enter the info type, 6 for address details, 9 for bank details, like this. But here in SuccessFactors, no transaction codes. Directly you can give the name of the employee. Say something like, you can give the name of the employee as Neha. So with this name, whoever the employees are there, it's going to show you. Okay, the employee data. You can get into the employee information. So like this, you can go for all the employees information in the system. So all this, whomever I'm showing you, Demetrius or Neha, all are our present batch. Okay, the other batch students here. So once after getting into this training, so how to design their own profiles in the system. So they have designed, they have hide their self profiles, and they'll be maintaining this information here. So you can see their national ID, the other information, personal information, address information, and you can see biographical information, work eligibility, contact information, dependents, employment information, to whom he is reporting to. Okay, so what is his job title, what is his pay grade, is he a full-time employee, is he a shift employee, how many hours he has to work, what is his position in the organization. Okay, so in which business unit he is working for, which division, which department, which location. So everything will be there. Okay, so this is your SAP SuccessFactors system. As an end user, you can maintain all these details. Okay, to bring these details here, you need to configure in the system at the back end. So how to configure everything, I'll be showing you in the system. For everything, you can go for the admin center. If you want to search any employee, okay, say something like Bharati Raju, you can go for this. So we'll be taking one company, as I said to you, like Reliance Infocom or Vodafone or Coca-Cola, like this, until we finish the course, the whole batch. I'll be working on this different. I'll be creating one department, like sales department, HR department. The rest of the departments will be created by you. The everyday, day-to-day assignments would be there, because it's going to consume more time for me to sit in front of the system to create all those things. I'll be creating annual leave and sick leave. Emergency leave, casual leave, maternity leave, paternity leave will be created by you on the same day. So this is how it will be an interactive sessions every day. Okay, fine. So this application is very user friendly, guys. It's not like SAP HR having these codes, schemas, all those things. So easily you can create anything. Say if you want to create a department or division or the name of the company, you can go to the path called employee files. From here, manage data, go to the manage data and create new. In the create new, you'll be having number of objects. Select that what you wanted to create. Say something like legal entity you wanted to create, the name of the company, or else you can create department. So go to this department, create new. The system will be taking by default today's date. If you want to change it to 2017 or 1900, it's all up to you. You can go for it, a different date. Give the code for that department 12345. So create a department called HR department underscore or HR department and mention your Reliance, something like this. And you can create the department, the description for that, and you can give the status whether it is active or not active, inactive. And if you have multiple departments, you can make one department as parent department, the rest of the departments are child. And who is the head for this department? Okay, you can choose from the existing data. You can go for drop down and you can go for the existing employees and you can choose one employee as the head of the department. Okay, if you know the person, you can directly give the name of the employee who is the head of the department, something like this, cost center and division, all those things, and you can save it. You can save it in the system. So this is how you'll be creating these departments, all those things. Very user friendly application. So no technical or no coding, no nothing. So easy to define in the system. So the training would be like this. Like if I create HR department, then you need to create on the same day with sales, marketing, and finance department and other things. Okay, so if I'm hiring one employee, you need to hire on your name, your own profile, and one more person, a different person, so that you will create at least 30 employees in the system, so that you can go for workflow approval process, or any request submissions, everything you can start working on those areas. So this is how our training will be. So everyday classes, the trainings, the batches, everything will be maintaining a notes. Okay, in this called you know on date wise. Say for ITC we are implementing now your morning 7 o'clock match. So in that batch, from the day one onwards, I'll be maintaining the data until we finish the course. Okay, so we started on 24th January. So this we used to say it as daily class running notes. So date wise, topic wise, while explaining, I'll be explaining here in the same sheet. So ITC group, okay, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, these are the locations. They have FMCG and the hotels, ITC. So you will configure in the system like this. I'll be taking the screenshot, each and everything, whatever we create. Legal entity, ITC India Private Limited, so and so date. So standard weekly hours, 45 hours. So currency is used Indian rupee. This is for India. Legal entity is in India, like this we'll be creating. So date wise, okay. So business unit, so everything will be date wise, how to create each and everything. So this is an real-time project. So when we are taking a company, for that company, we build the company structure. So once the company structure is over, we'll start hiring the employees for this company. So how to hire the employees, and what name, so job classifications, pay components, frequency, monthly paid. So date wise, everything will be taking. So once your company is ready, then we'll start hiring the employees. So the employees list would be like this. Okay, the employee ID, employee name, gender, designation, all these things. So we'll be hiring the employees one by one. So Satish will be reporting to Venkat, Venkat will be reporting like this, as I said. So these are known as event reasons. So event reasons in SAP HR we used to say it as actions. Okay. So once you hire an employee from the SuccessFactors system, the hire date for Sanjay Puri will be 22/2018. So like this, you'll be configuring in the system. So we'll start working on this position management. What is this position? Is a CEO or HR manager, something like this. Then we'll start working on this MDF Metadata Framework, where there are no objects or no fields are available in the system. Everything need to be done customization. So we have done for one of the recent implementation for Medwin Hospital. So name of the patient, gender, admitted on discharge run, patient type, all those things. We'll take some real-time scenarios and we'll build that in the SuccessFactors system. So the diseases, creating the diseases. Okay. So how to create this in the SuccessFactors system finally. So we'll be going through the test, X-ray, blood test, scanning, all these things. This we have done for one of our project for Singapore. So what are the errors you will be getting? So what are the expected errors you will get? How to resolve those errors? Support project. If you are in support project, how to? So finally, you'll be getting like this. Okay, this is your MDF metadata framework. All these things. So until finishing of the course, okay. So we'll be working on date wise. So these are your work schedules. An employee, how many hours per day he has to work. So theoretical explanation, configuring in the system, taking a screenshot and maintaining these notes. And these notes will be distributed to everyone in the team. for every 2 days or every 5 days. Okay, we'll be providing this document. So this is how our training would be, guys. Everything would be real time. Fine. Now, so what are the modules we are going to cover? As I said to you, the first one is Introduction to Mastery. In this Introduction to Mastery, we'll be covering the products, SAP Jam, provisioning, how to create the administrators, how to create your password policy, RBP, role-based permissions, how to set the email notifications in the system, how to create the rating scales, route maps. Everything will be discussed as part of the Introduction to Mastery module. The next module is Employee Central. So in this Employee Central module, I'll be explaining you how to hire an employee, right from hiring to resignation or retirement. So what are the data models are there available in the system? So data models, associations, propagations, okay, events and event reasons, as well as MDF, payroll integrations, position management. Everything will be done in this Employee Central module. And you have one more module called recruitment module, how to hire a candidate, how to select a candidate, how to conduct an interview scheduling, first round, second round, final round, and approving the offer letter, releasing the offer letter. So everything how you are going to configure in the system we'll see in the recruitment module. So these are the three modules will be covered as part of this course. Other than these three modules, you need to enroll separately for LMS or onboarding, all those things. So that is different case. So for these three modules, it takes around 45 hours. Every day it will be 1 hour session. So every day the session will be recorded. A recorded session would be available. If you people are missing the class due to some technical issue or due to some meetings or something, you are unable to attend the class, you can send me a mail. So I'll be sending that whatever the class you have missed. I'm not going to provide you the complete recorded sessions from class 1 to last class, but whatever the class you are missing, I'll be sending. That is for sure. And the other thing is, there are some topics like metadata framework or configure business rules or time off or workflow. There are some topics which are complicated, which are more in complex, or where the configuration steps are more. Even though you attend those classes, I'll be sending all those recorded sessions for MDF. So this will be useful for your future reference. Okay. So in this class, once after 50% of the class are over, I'll be providing you the certification guidance. So how to apply for certification, SAP certification, if you people are interested. So how to apply? So what are the questions? What are the model papers? I'll guide you each and everything. You can go for it. So uh, then the recorded sessions will be provided, and during this training you will be given 2 months server access for practice. So everything is enabled, guys, in the SuccessFactors system. So for training purpose, everything is enabled here. So you can play with the system, you can create all the departments with your own companies, you can hire number of employees. So one of our student hired the whole Indian team, like Dhoni, Kohli, like this, Sachin Tendulkar, like this. So you can hire, you can play with the system, nobody is going to stop. And moreover, we are going to cover RBP also, role based permissions. If you are a manager, you can run the payroll and you can edit your subordinate information, where a subordinate cannot view your personal information like your mobile number or your family details. So how to restrict all these things, I'll be showing you as part of the RBP, role based permissions. So that also will be covered, where in other institutes and all they won't be having the uh, you know access itself. Okay. So this is how the training would be. So very soon we'll be starting our 7 o'clock batch. Okay. So management will inform you when we are starting the batch, all these things. So these are the topics we are going to cover. This is the way or the approach how we are going to complete our training. So my demonstration is over. Now it is open for questions. If you people are having questions, you can ask me now, one by one.
Ajay here. Hello.
Yes.
I'm Ajay. Ajay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, though I have joined in the middle of the thing, I just wanted to ask one question regarding certification. Okay, okay, we will going through the training.
Mhm.
What about the certification? How this training will help us, and how you people and your management will help us? Can you just brief something about that?
Okay, please go on mute. So, certification, okay, for every consultant nowadays, it's a huge advantage if you are certified consultant. So, I'll be giving you the certified materials here. Okay, so theoretical part. So you can go through that material. So whatever the certification questions will be getting from that material only, and you will be having this access also for practice. So the paths and everything you'll be familiar, you can write. And I'll be giving how to apply for certification. So we have a separate session on certification, guys. So let me show you certification guidance. If you are looking for different modules, the certification you can do it in for different modules like thr 81 for employee central, okay, thr 84 for recruitment, or 89 for lms. So how to apply for certification, you, so I'll be giving the complete guidance for you. I'll take one session saying that. So one second. So here you can see this is for thr 81 certification. These are the topics, these are the percentage of questions you'll be getting in these data models, importing and exporting, generic objects, all these things. So how many questions do you have for in the exam? Around 80 questions, multiple choice. And there are no negative marks, all these things. So I'll be giving you all these things, and okay, you will be having 66 attempts, and you need to complete these in 180 minutes. You'll be having around 80 questions. Out of that 80 questions, to pass you need to give 63 correct answers, and this can be done in through the parent company called training.sap.com, not with any other institutes or all these things and all. So I'll be giving you the complete guidance as well as the sample question papers also. Okay, so we have the materials, each and everything. So the sample question papers on certification, those who are interested. So I'll be showing you the sample questions for preparation, how to prepare all these things. So in the first attempt itself, you can go for certification, clearing your certification in the first attempt itself. So these are the sample questions. I'll provide you the sample questions. So after 50% of the completion of the course, so you can prepare. And these SAP certified materials I'll be providing. Okay, admin guides, all these books, materials will be provided. So theoretical part you can prepare in that. Okay, so in this way you can huge help on this certification. Any doubts?
Um, I have a question.
Yes, Kushangi.
Yeah, so once we are hired as a success factor consultant, what kind of typical roles and responsibility will be having? As in, what kind of a role will play in a company?
Okay,
A generic, yeah.
so once you are hired as an SF consultant in an organization, that depends upon their requirement. Say something like they'll be having projects. The project can be an implementation project or support project. If it is a fresh implementation, then you will be in the realization phase, saying that the client will be giving the requirement. By looking at the requirement, you will start configuring the system. So this is the name of the company, and this is the, these are the leave times, these are the holidays, and these are the work schedules, or these are the pay components, everything they'll be giving the list. And you will, since you are SF consultant and you know the path, you know the system, so you will go and create everything in the system. Okay, and make readily available for the end users, so that end user will apply leave. So he wanted to apply sick leave for 2 days. Then he can go and directly click on sick leave and he'll apply for 2 days. That sick leave, being an end user, he is applying, but who has configured it? SF consultant will be configuring those things. And while applying, if he's getting any error, something, that errors will be resolved by the support consultants. If you are in support project, so those kind of errors you are going to resolve. Okay.
Yeah, I partly got it. Why this question has come is because, as you said, SuccessFactor is not on premises. It is already configured and everything is already there. We just have to feed the data, correct? So, where does my role come in configuration? Uh,
One second, Kushangi. So on-premises
sure,
means you will be having the servers in the same company to connect into the
correct.
system. Okay. But this cloud application means you don't have anything like servers, all these things. But right from the starting, you need to configure in the system. It's not available a ready-made package, a business solution for your company. You need to create. A company can have hundreds of locations. Those location details you need to create. A company can have hundreds of pay components. You need to create the pay component. While creating the pay component, you need to say this pay component is taxable. This pay component is not taxable. This pay component will be paid recurring. Every month need to be paid. Some of the pay components like joining bonus or performance bonus will be paid once in 6 months or once in a year. You are going to define each and everything so that the end user is going to use it. Say something like, for me, when I join in an organization, I'll be receiving one mail. Welcome to our Infosys family. Welcome to our Accenture family. Okay. So,
Correct.
being an end user, I'm receiving that mail. I have seen that. But how the system identifies me and sending one mail to me, this will be configured by SF consultant. That is you and me. Okay. So there is a path how to create an email template, how to design the template, what should be the subject in that. In the subject, welcome to our Infosys family, or so all these texts need to be done. So when the system has to trigger this email, how the system has to find out the right employee, a new employee only. So it has to, you have to write a rule for that, a logic. So those who joins very first time, first time those who log in, so the system has to trigger one email notification to them saying that welcome email, welcome message notification. So when your password is getting expired, how the password gets expired? Okay, we have come across our passwords, right? So every 30 days or every 60 days or 90 days, password is getting expired. So you are going to change that password. But how the system knows this password should expire after 60 days, after 90 days. In the backend, being an SF consultant, you and me are going to configure as per the client requirement. So these are our roles and responsibilities. Depends upon the project we are going to work in an organization. Okay, Kushangi?
Yes, thanks. This answers my question.
Okay. Any other doubts?
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Hima here.
Yeah. Hema.
So the duration of the course every day is around 45 minutes to 1 hour, correct? Now, after the session, once we are in the practice on the day, so what if we get any doubts? Can we, will you be available for that, or we have to wait for the next day for our doubts to be answered?
Okay, guys, let me tell you, I'm not a fresher or something. So I'm a professional project manager working for the company. I'll be taking these classes. So whenever you are getting doubt or whenever you are encountering some errors or something, you can take a screenshot. You can mail it to me. That is one thing. And the other thing is, once you finish our class after 45 minutes, so if you have any doubts in your previous class, you can always, a time will be given for all the students. So you can explain that yesterday when I was practicing this scenario, I got this error. So we will resolve then and there itself on the next day. But when you are getting an error at the same time, it is not possible being an real-time experts. Okay, but we can resolve that in the next day. Okay.
I have one more question. You mentioned about the certification session. So when would you take that session? Because I think I have many questions related to certification.
So once you join in the classes, so you need to know what do you mean by success factors and other modules. You need to get familiar with the topics and everything. So around 40% to 50% classes are over. Then I'll go for certification explanation of center. Okay.
Okay, so as you mentioned, for each and every module, there is a different certification required.
Mhm.
So whatever modules we are covering, like I guess we are covering recruitment, employee central, and introduction to mastery.
Right.
So can you just confirm what are the charges for these three modules? I mean, the certification cost from SAP?
Okay. I'm not the right person to confirm the payment. Everything you will be paying directly to SAP. Okay. Prices. It's not for each module. So when you are applying for
Okay.
certification, you will be having 6 attempts. In these 6 attempts, you can write 6 modules. For all the modules, the fee will be the same. Okay. So it's around recently they have released Q1 2018 from March 12th onwards. Currently, the fee for that is around 400 US dollars, 400 USD. Okay, so that you will be paying to the SAP when you are applying for certification. Okay, don't pay to any institute or don't pay to me or anyone else. So directly apply with the parent company called SAP, training.sap.com. Register yourself, write the exam, get the certification that will be valid. Okay,
Okay. Got it.
yeah. The doubts.
Hi,
This is
Hima here
Pradeep
again.
here.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Anyone? Yeah.
I mean, once the certification is completed, do we have any validity period on the certification?
All right, Pradeep. We have a validity for certification that is valid, for 1 year actually. But to keep your validity without dying, without expire, so you need to write this Learning Hub exams, Delta exams we used to say. Okay. So if you are keep writing your exams until if you are continuously writing your exams every 3 months, it will be around 10 questions only. So the certification won't get expired. Otherwise, it will get expired. Okay.
So do we need to get ourselves enrolled to this learning hub, or how does it work?
So if you're working for the company, so Learning Hub is free. You will be getting that Learning Hub access, and you can write the Learning Hub, the Delta exam from that. It's free. Okay.
Okay, okay. And what is the difference between Employee Central and Employee Central Payroll?
So these are the two modules that comes under HR. So Employee Central and Employee Central Payroll. Employee Central is more specific on this HR. So something like how to hire an employee, maintaining the master data, time related activities, all the same. So Employee Central Payroll is payroll specific, payroll centric, where you're going to run the payroll for those employees. You can generate the pay slips, each and everything.
Okay. And is this training called as a techno-functional training or purely a functional training?
I'm into this techno because we have done many integrations for Malaysian and Singapore projects. So I don't want to keep my knowledge with me itself. I'll be sharing that. So when and up to what extent you required. So I'll be giving my knowledge integration part as well as all those things. Okay. So more or less it will be an real time implementation, guys.
Okay, okay, okay. And then do we require any XML knowledge or coding knowledge
No,
to do any technical?
not required. Not required. Yeah. So everything
Okay,
is predefined. But the paths and other things I'll explain you how to go and search the path, how to pick the values, how to write the code by creating the logic. If condition, else condition, small things would be there. I'll explain you. You're not going to write any coding, programming, nothing. Everything is predefined package here. Okay.
And one last question is the screen that you have initially showed me, which has all the data on it, like your onboarding, your payroll. So will the same screen appear for both end user and as a functional consultant as well?
The screen would be the same, but for end user, the roles will be limited. So not everything is editable for them. Okay. So as an end user, he can log in into the system and he can apply his leaves, attendance. He can register his attendance, and he can apply for food coupons and other things. But he cannot go and create a department. He cannot go and create an basic pay, something like this. Okay.
Ajay here.
Okay.
Regarding, I think we are not covering the payroll module here, right?
We are not going to cover EC payroll, but in the employee central we have payroll related, something like pay structure. So we'll be creating the pay components, pay component group, pay range, and pay frequency, pay calendar, all those things. Okay.
Okay, okay. But the thing that is called nothing but master data. Okay, or payroll structurable. Anyway, I have one question. You see, we have our on-premise payroll. Okay,
Mhm.
and now what I understood is from SuccessFactor, people are running the payroll.
Right.
Okay, so as far as payroll schema is concerned,
Mhm.
so my question is whether in SuccessFactor again we need to write the schema or only it will integrate with the
Okay.
on-premise and it will run the payroll.
Okay. I think you missed my demo. So in
Yeah,
SuccessFactors, you don't have any transaction codes, no info types, no features, no PCS, no schemas, no headache. That's what I said. Okay, in SuccessFactors. So here you'll be having the rules. Say something like you are manager and you are eligible for mobile allowance, and executive is not eligible for mobile allowance. Okay, or company car allowance. So when how the system identifies, so you need to write a rule saying that if the employee designation is manager, then he is eligible for company car allowance. Else the system will throw an error. What should be the error? You will be creating the error message saying that you are not eligible for company car allowance. Please contact your HR admin. So you will be creating this error message. So how and when it has to pop up, you will be writing a rule and you will be assigning it in related areas. So when a manager applies for company car allowance, the system will allow you to enter the data information. When an executive is applying for company car allowance, immediately it will be reading the field called a designation, and if it finds out that he is not manager, he is just an executive, then it will throw an error saying that you are not eligible for. So how to do this, all these things, we will be writing in a rule. Okay. No schemas, no pages here.
okay.
Any other doubts, guys?
Yeah, in your course details, you have mentioned a point placement assessment. So what is it about that?
Please, team, since we are working on real time, so I don't want to give any false commitments, all the things under. So we'll be giving a good quality of training. That's it. Placement assistant is something like, so just now, someone asked from your team. So what is my role? Okay, so what exactly I'm going to perform in an organization? So how the support project looks like, how the support tickets you'll be getting, how to resolve this. Okay, so how you are going to do an implementation project. So like this, I'll be explaining you the project perspective. Okay, but we are not going to give you 100% assurance placements, jobs, all these things. So here is something like placement assistant, in the sense this is for your resume preparation. If you want a resume, I can send some sample resumes. Okay, so you can take that points, so how to explain, so those things I can help up to that extent. Okay.
Yeah, and will you be providing any certificate that we have been trained for this thing, for these three modules after the course?
No, guys, no false certifications here, and don't take any certification which are not valid. If you are getting a certification from NIIT, also it's not valid. You need to get certification only from the parent company called SAP. So directly apply
Yeah,
SAP, get the certification which is valid. If you are doing certification
yeah.
from our institute or NIIT, it's not going to bring any value for that. Okay.
No, it's not the certificate, but obviously a course completion, a training, like we have been undergone the training, something like that. A proof for our resume to add on.
It will be not an add-on, but still, if it is something, if your company is asking, or if it is mandatory, you can cross-check with the management, Mr. Srinivas. Okay.
I have one question.
Yep.
Since now we all are new to success factor, we don't have a prior experience in success factor. So how difficult or easy it would be to fetch a job as a consultant, SAP success factor consultant?
Okay. So let me tell you. See, the openings are very, very good. Okay. Even we work for SAP HR. Please go on mute, everyone. Please, please go on mute. Ajay, Ajay, please go on.
I think I have a mute already.
No, it is audible. I'm muting you. Okay, you can chat. Yeah. If you require anything, you can chat. Okay. In the current market, there are a number of opportunities which are available. Okay. So our previous batch, the students from different technical backgrounds, mechanical engineering background, FSCO background, and people from recruitment, IT. Okay, from different backgrounds, they have done the course, they kept the resume, and they were searching for jobs. Many consultants, many people, many students, they got the jobs in Accenture, HCL, Deloitte, IBM, and one person is in US. Many companies, many of us, and single person also got around seven of us. One of our student, he got seven of us. He was asking me which company shall I choose. The market is like that. That is for experience, guys. Okay, you can keep your resume something like experience in that way. So for freshers, very limited openings. Okay, very limited openings, but if you are certified, if you are a fresher and certified consultant, you will be getting better opportunities, because the companies prefer certified consultants, since they wanted to show to their clients that our resource is a certified consultant, so that they'll be getting more billing. So this is how, even I used to sit in interview panels. When I'm shortlisting in the candidate, I'll go for certified consultant, so that we can show more billing to our US clients, UK clients, like that. So the opportunities are always there. You need to work. Okay.
But so as I said, I have like 7 years of HR domain experience.
Mhm.
So is this HR experience considered as relevant work experience when I would be going in a market with SAP SuccessFactor certification, or I'll be hired as a entry level, or something like that?
Definitely not. Our experience are measurable. Okay, so our experience will be considered. So I have around 7+ years into SAP HR, and 4+ years into SuccessFactors. Totally, in 12 years will be calculated in that way. Okay. So nothing like you, we can't go as an entry level as of now. So this is a new product which is available in the market. It doesn't mean that everybody will be freshers or all those things. So your experience is highly required, because your HR experience, the same HR experience, will be working on this application. So we'll be considering the packages will be very high in the market for SAP, as you all know that. So this is how the market is.
Okay.
Fine. If you have any other last question, you people can ask. Otherwise, we'll wind up the session, guys. It's already late for me.
By any chance, would you know how many certified SAP SuccessFactor consultant are there in the market as of now?
That's a difficult question. Okay, let me tell you. Uh, See, let me tell you 4 years back how it was. Okay, 4 years back, very hard to find out a SF consultant. So for Accenture and other companies, those who are attending the interviews for ABAP or FSAO or SAP HR, at the time of interview they said it's for ABAP SAP HR, but they have taken those candidates to SuccessFactors and they have provided the internal training, all these things. Okay, so Deloitte is a company used to provide certifications internally. It's unmandatory. So they'll be taking the freshers or any other background candidates, and they'll be giving these certifications. But around 20 consultants, they have taken internal training and they have done the certifications. Once everything is done, and H1B visa, and they shifted to other company. Okay, so that's this kind of things made those companies to stop, taking the bond, all those things. If you are doing certification from that company, you need to give a bond that you won't be leaving that organization for 2 years in that way. So you can do the certification through your company or as an independent. So all these things, a lot of things are that depends upon your organization, all these things. Okay.
Hi, Lalita here. I have one question, please.
Yes, Lalita.
Yeah. Actually, when it comes to SAP, if there is any complexity in configuration and everything, we will take the help from the ABAP consultant. So one of my projects, actually there was a complexity in implementing the time module. So for each and every rule, we had to take the help from the ABAP consultant. So almost it's a complete integration and working with the third-party integration. Everything it happens, it's so complex. It involves so much of complexity. So being a success factor consultant, we have to do the end-to-end implementation. So we have to play the role like a technical consultant also. So if there is any as per the client requirement, we have to configure. So everything is readily available in SuccessFactors system, or do we have to, work on any technical things in this, for the implementation without taking any help from others, like any technical consultants?
Okay. So the answer depends for this question is something like depends upon your client requirement. If your client agrees for the standard implementation, whatever which is available in the SuccessFactors standard package, that is enough for you. But if your client is having number of complex scenarios, when you are applying leave, this is a condition, and still if you're applying leave, this is the condition. If the scenarios are more, the leaves should be carried forwarded for the next year and to next year. Okay, so something like a complex like seniority based upon if you're a manager with a 5 years experience, you'll be getting 24 annual leaves per annum. If you're a manager with more than 10 years, you'll be getting 30 annual leaves per annum. So if you're having more complex all these things, so you need integration. Okay, for especially for time management, which we come across in our project experience, or the time management, the source would be from a different system, Chronos or time capturing machines or whatever. Okay, in a different system. So how the data gets transferred, so you need a technical consultant, as you rightly said, a BAP consultant can be. Okay, if your company is moving the data, something which is flat files or FTP files or something which are a different way, then you need an ABAP consultant. Or if your company is moving the data with the help of Delboomi or HCI or API or RDS, these are the different middlewares, guys. Don't get scared. These are the different middlewares which will be used to integrate the data from SAP HR system to SuccessFactors system or any other third-party system. So a technical consultant is going to work the script, queries, all these things. Nothing is related for us, but the scenarios, the rules, and the field mappings need to be done by us, being a functional consultant. Because a ABAPer doesn't know what do you mean by time type or time account type or absence type. So you need to say this field is available in this screen, this is the technical values, all these things you are going to show. So accordingly they are going to do the mapping, they are going to write the script, all these things. So that's a long way to go. So depends upon the projects. you will be going for customization. Otherwise, you can do it with the standard SuccessFactors implementation itself. But nothing is going to stop the major companies like BAT, British American Tobacco, which we have done for implementation around 180 countries. I have done it. Okay, for Coca-Cola we have done it. So in that way, so they have these tools which are available, the middleware tools like Delvomi or HCI, and companies still they are going for flat files, FTP files, and other files by using this ABAP coding. So it all depends based upon the requirement. Your technical consultant will be in picture. So our role is very limited. So you need to identify and show this integration, how it works, how the system, from where it has to call this functional, all these things, RFCs, our BADI, BAPIs, all these things, only limited only. We are not technical consultants, and that's not our cup of tea. Okay, this is how in real time. So going through all these things. Getting into the classes. So wherever it required, I'll be explaining each and everything. I'm not going to keep my knowledge with me. I'll be sharing that in these classes. So in our classes, we have consultants, we have participants from different countries. They are already certified. They are already working on success factors, and you can see project managers. And there is one person from Texas. He is CEO for one of the company. So and even you can see a fresher. So from fresher to CEO, everyone are there in this. We are not giving any advertisements, all these things, since real time. So I'm the corporate trainer. Will be covering all these topics. No need to worry. In this integration parts, all these things, everything will be in real time, guys. Any other questions? That's a nice question, Lavanya, which you have asked.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your explanation. Thank you.
Any other doubts, guys? Okay, fine, guys. Then it is already late for me. Weekend. So, well,